Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. You want to find a position that is both sturdy and comfortable. You don't want to be uncomfortable during the practice because then you'll just be unnecessarily distracted by your body during the practice. You also want to find a sense of stability because it gives you in turn a sense of groundedness, of being here. Not using this moment to get to the next, but it tells your body when you're sturdy that you are here to stay. Sitting in a chair works nicely. You could even lie down, just don't fall asleep. And of course, a formal meditation posture is preferable. Just find what works for you. There's also a choice to keep your eyes open or closed during this practice. It's up to you. And if you prefer to close your eyes during the practice, go ahead and close your eyes. But if you prefer to keep your eyes open, leave the screen alone and drop your gaze gently down below you. Maybe just looking at the floor or the desk or whatever is just below you. We're not staring or analyzing at a particular spot on the floor, but we're also not zoned out and blurry. We have a gentle gaze in between, looking softly yet clearly downwards. You're in a comfortable and sturdy position, and your eyes are either closed or open, gaze directed softly yet clearly downwards. Just settle right here. Nothing special. Just this moment, as it already is. In fact, imagine, or rather just be here as if you were just born. And you know absolutely nothing at all. Just this. And as you settle here, bring your attention to the rhythm of your breath as you sink clearly into this moment. Notice this rising and falling, gentle rhythm of the breath. There's no task to complete, nothing to gain, only this and the breath. And it's possible that I'm catching you not actually noticing the breath right now, but rather you were thinking about something else. About your tasks, your duties, your problems, whatever. No longer like that baby that was just born. Clearly with the breath. And notice being lost in thought is essentially thinking without knowing that you're doing it. So when you notice that you're lost in thought, return back to the breath gently. Just leave your thoughts alone. And again, forget everything else. Only breathing, rising and falling. And I might be catching you thinking again. That is okay. Gently return to the breath, rising and falling. Come back. Come back to the breath. Wake up. Wake up from thinking. Return to breathing, rising and falling. We're not waiting for the bell to ring. There's no future to get to. Just rest. All right, you can look at the screen. You know, The more you practice letting go of thoughts, leaving thinking alone, which is what we did today, of course, returning to the breath, leaving our thoughts alone. The more you do this and the more this becomes clear, it's amazing the dream you wake up from. In fact, it might surprise you. But the world that we think we're living in is just that, thinking. When you leave thinking alone, the world isn't thoughts. The world isn't words. It's not even right to call it the world. There's no it even. Now, it sounds silly from the point of view of conversation, right? It sounds special or spooky or interesting or stupid. Words, 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 ideas. But like a bad dream, when you wake up from it, say you had a bad dream and you wake up in the morning and you're just so freaking relieved that it was just a dream. The practice feels the same way. But the difference is that the dream comes back really quickly in real life. The dream of thinking, the dream of being lost in thought. Being lost in thought, we all know it. It's like when you're sitting there looking at something, and then someone's like, hey, hey, and you're like, oh, what is that? We're lost in thought. Thinking without knowing that we're doing it. Well, we're not doing it, but that's thinking without knowing that it's happening. Just being totally taken away by the words in the skull. And this is normal. Literally, you walk outside, every single person, I guarantee you, that you're around is thinking of their future, their past, their problems, their issues, the things they want, the things they don't like, the judgments of other people. They're not just here without words. So we all suffer from this kind of made up thinking world. In fact, we identify ourselves with these thoughts that go through our head. I'm this kind of person. I'm not that kind of person. I don't like you. You like me. They always say these things, and I don't really think I agree with them. My, me, me, me. You're also not who you think you are. Because it's just that. The you think you are is just thoughts. You're thinking. In fact, there's no you doing that. It happens by itself. So when we leave thinking alone, we see under this veil of illusion, this veil of thoughts. And I hate how spooky this sounds because it's not spooky. It's not mystical. It's not spiritual, but it is profound. It's not anything even. Most of us are just continuously lost in thought, and we spend our entire lives running around, lost in thinking, looking for happiness by thinking about it. Thinking that the future, which is more thinking, will give us more time so we could fix ourselves, so we can be happy. But the future never comes. That's the thinking world, not this. Sometimes what I say probably doesn't sound like it makes sense. Because you are not words. Words are just this way of describing things, this way of categorizing and communicating, but they're not reality. And if you confuse words with reality, you're going to be struggling your entire life, fighting ghosts that don't exist, believing in things that aren't real, and protecting things that have no substance. Which is why I always say, it's the only thing really worth doing is to practice. Learn to leave thinking alone is really the only thing worth doing, because it will save you so much trouble from fighting illusions. Thank you for your time today. And as always, and without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.